Oh my god. Hey everybody, it's Chaymie here and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be taking a look at the shopDisney exclusive Singing Ariel Doll, so let's go! And before we start, I'm Chaymie and I like to make toy videos here on my channel, so make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell if you would like to stay tuned for more toy video content. Here she is, and I'm so excited, and I got two so that I could put one in the mermaid look and I could put the other in the blue dress look. She retails for $35, which is the same price as the past film collection dolls by the Disney Store. The packaging theme is still the same with all the other merchandise of the live action movie, with the gold swirl. And on the back you get a little Chaymie hole where you can try her singing. Alright, now it's time to take her out. This is pretty exciting and pretty monumental because this is the first live-action 12-inch playline doll from the shopDisney since Beauty and the Beast in 2017. Of course, we all know how that went back then, but I won't bring that up here. And this is also exciting because this is the first singing doll that they have done of a live-action movie, so again, it's so cool. And when she was first revealed, I thought this would have been like a revamp or the reboot of the film collection series, and I was like super excited to get everyone else like the full collection that they used to do back then. But I guess this is a one-off thing that they're doing with just this singing doll. But still, I am just so grateful that they did her because I will take anything at this point. And she is out of the box, so let's take a 360 look at her first before we go on to the details. At first glance, she is super pretty, although I do think her hair needs a little bit of work afterwards. And here is a look at her second outfit, which includes the blue dress, the pink boots, and her pink headband. Now let's move on to the details, and of course we have to start off with the stunning new face sculpt of Halle as Ariel from the Disney Store. So I've always loved Disney Store celebrity sculpts. They always nail it. They're always beautiful, and Halle is no exception. She is sculpted beautifully. The only thing that she has in common with the previous live-action Disney Store dolls is that their faces tend to be a little bit square-ish in terms of the jawline. The real Halle's face, I think, is a little more rounded in that area, but the doll seems to have a little bit of a square jaw happening, but I still love her. She looks stunning other than that. And fun fact, this is the first open-mouth live-action sculpt that Disney Store have also done. Everybody else before has always been closed-mouthed. In terms of the paint, I love the subtle makeup, I love the expression. The side eye is not like far off, it's almost like 3/4 kind of thing. She's not looking straight, she's not looking to the side, she's kind of glancing towards like a little angle, so I think that's also very interesting. And she also got her iconic beauty mark above her eyebrows and of course, painted baby hair. Alright, now moving on to her hair. So in terms of the locks, I think they are the same type of material or similar type of material to the locks that Mattel have been using on their dolls. And again, it's mixed together with loose wavy hair underneath. For the hair type, I'm not exactly sure, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I do feel like it's kind of nylon, but at the same time, it's not as soft as the nylon that they use on the animated Ariel dolls. In terms of the rooting, whereas the Mattel doll has rooted all the locks right in the parting, for the Disney Store one, they kind of start off a little bit after the parting, in between the hair, and also on the back, they just kind of poke out from underneath the hair. So that's an interesting approach as well. I think it blends the hair better as well. Although I have to say, I'm not sure if it's my particular doll, but the rooting of the locks is a bit inconsistent. As you can see, on the right side, it has like consistent row across the head, whereas on the left side, there's a lot on the hairline, and then it's missing a chunk on the middle part, and then it continues on the back, so it's a little bit inconsistent. Moving on to her outfit, first up we got her top. So it's the purple top with the iridescent greenness going on in there, so it kind of mimics the vibe from the movie. And I really do love that little frilly bits on the top. I think they're beautiful. And at first I thought they were just like one big translucent piece of fabric, but looking closely, they're like little individual tinsel strands attached to that. So I think that's really cool and super awesome. And the same goes for her little waist fins as well. Both the tail and the top attaches with Velcro on the back. Her tail, it's made out of this green shimmery stretchy type of material, and I do love the back fins on the back. They're really pretty. I love that addition in the movie. And I love how metallic the overall material of the fin is as well. The only thing I wish is that they would have used like darker lines to mimic the scales on her fin so that it doesn't look too cartoony and it blends in with the tail better. And finally, we got her fins. So her fins are actually very soft. I love the material. And I'm glad that at least the pink ombre effect is happening on the fins where it's missing on the main part of her tail on the stall. The fin blends from pink to purple and back to green, and it has like sparkly little trimmings on the edge. And I just love that it flutters very well because of how light it is, so it can mimic the movement of her the tail flipping. Now in the stock photos, the fins do look like they're like rounded pieces, but if you look closely, there is a pointed little edge here, but it's very subtle, so it's easy to miss out, but it does have a little point. And here is just a comparison of the rooting of the locks on the Mattel and the Disney Store dolls. So as you can see, Mattel roots all of them on the middle part hairline, whereas Disney kind of blends them in with the rest of the hair. And here's also just a quick comparison of their head sculpts. So again, I love both sculpts. I love the Mattel sculpts for looking like the person, but also looking like a doll. They always balances it out. And I also love the Disney Store sculpt for going for a more realistic approach. So it's the best of both worlds. In terms of articulation, she moves at the neck, and she actually looks down like really far down. Like none of the other Disney Star dolls looks down that much, but she does. But unfortunately, she doesn't look up that much when she should be looking up at the surface, you know. And she has the usual shoulder, elbow, and wrist movements, and I want to thank Disney Store so much for using the hand sculpts on her. I love these new hands ever since they introduced it on the LEs and the designer dolls, but I am so glad that they decided to use it on her as well, so thank you. And she also has the double jointed knees that they introduced with Raya and the Last Dragon doll, so that is also pretty cool, especially since she's a mermaid, so you know, we can now pose her around. Removing the fins to take a closer look at their legs. So she actually rocks a really cool bikini look as well because her painted undies are also purple, so it matches with her top. But then again, here are the feet sculpts. So you got the double jointed knees and the ankles. It's missing the kind of mid-thigh movement. If I had that like the Made to Move dolls, it would have been really perfect. Alright, finally, she is a singing doll, so let's try out her singing feature. So on the back, this is really cool because the speaker and the button are one and the same. So you just press that speaker and that acts as a button. And you just got the battery compartment underneath as well. And on the side, you got the on and off button as well. Okay, now let's see her singing, and I hope I don't get copyrighted for this because I remember years ago when I was reviewing the singing gazelle doll from Zootopia, they copyrighted my entire video for just that 30 seconds of song coming out from a doll, so Disney, please don't do this. I'm doing free promo for your products. And I'm gonna pose her around to make it look like she's singing Part of Your World in her little grotto. Dream on, girl, dream on. So, you know, the singing is also very nice. It's a cute little snippet. I wish it would have been the reprise though with the high note. That would have been so iconic. But the sound quality is great. But I do miss the a cappella versions that they used to do without the music because I thought that was so whimsical that the doll is just singing with you and not an entire band coming out of a body. Now let's try on her blue dress. And there she is, the blue dress. Oh, it's so well made. I love it so much. But before we get to the dress, let's talk about her styling of her hair. So the headband was kind of hard to put it on her head because her hair is so thick. And it does not look very nice once it pulled back because everything is just coming out of the back in the poof. So I think I will need to style it a little bit better after the video. And for the headband, it's elastic kind of material. It's already made to look like it's tied and you can just attach it with Velcro on the back. taking a look at the dress, I think they replicated this blue dress beautifully. It has ruffles on the neckline, and I love the ruffly effect on her chest area, the puffy sleeves, and she also got her corset in a different material, and I wish it had the pink details on the corset from the movie. That would have been perfect, but I could always paint some on. And I love the texture and the material of the skirt that they used. I think it mimics the overall effect from the movie quite nicely on a doll scale. I love that it's big, it's poofy, it has that silhouette from the movie, it has the natural little folds and pleats, so I always live for that. And finally, we got her pink boots. So the boots are so nicely sculpted. They're so detailed. I love the ribbon and the lace-up effect. I love the heel effect. And they're also a little shell on the front of the boots. So that is pretty cool. And for the skirt, even though her skirt is not actually see-through, it does have a little underskirt underneath as well. So I think that's pretty neat. And here is a 360 look of Ariel wearing her blue dress. And here is with the Mattel blue Ariel doll as well. The comparison is just for fun, it's not for quality purposes because it's unfair to compare them as they are different price point products. But I do love that the Mattel blue dress version came with the sandals, so it's very cool. Variety for us. And I just noticed the bodice part is actually 2-layered. It has the main fabric underneath and also has that little sheer fabric from the sleeves on there as well, so nice. Okay, this is so funny. I just deboxed my second Ariel and her hair is defying gravity. She's about to star in the Broadway production of Wicked. Girl, your hair needs work. It needs some serious seafoam shampoo and conditioning package right now. And I also noticed that my second doll on the left has more consistently rooted locks compared to the first one that I deboxed, which is on the right. So I think it just differs from doll to doll. And oh, Ninja Ariel, are you about to invade Eric's kingdom? Imagine this alternate story of the Little Mermaid where Ariel is sent as a spy by King Triton to infiltrate the humans' kingdom. And then of course they eventually fall in love together and have a happy ending. So it's very K-drama. Also, one more thing I noticed, her head is actually really squishy. It's soft because usually Disney store dolls have hard heads, even like the classic animated dolls, and even before Beauty and the Beast's hard plastic Belle, they have been on the harder side of the vinyl because I always have such trouble when I'm trying to rebody Disney store dolls. So I think she'll be quite easy because her head is quite squishy. So there they are. That's it for my review on the shopDisney exclusive singing live action Ariel doll. So wait. But before we cut to my final thoughts and the outro, let's just do their hair really quick. Boom. There they are. So this is after they visited the Seafoam Salon. So anyways, I think they are fantastic. They're so well worth it. I'm just so glad to have a live action Disney Store 12-inch doll again. And I definitely do recommend that you get her. If you love The Little Mermaid or if you love Disney live action dolls, it's definitely a must-have. So what do you think? Have you gotten yours or are you still waiting on her? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. You can also check me out on Instagram at Chaymie Creates for more toy photography where I'll be recreating lots of scenes from the movie using these dolls. So I hope you check me out over there. If you enjoyed the video, please like, thumbs up, and subscribe. It'll really help out my channel. Once again, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye!